Hey there, nerds and nerdettes. Quick apology if I sound kind of out of it. It's because I go in front of a firing squad, review board, tomorrow at my university because, well, people got butthurt over some things I said for one of my classes. Yeah, let's get into it. One of you faithful followers has sent me this little gem. It is a Tumblr blog which pretty much states that Mercy herself is in favor of white supremacy. So let's skip the bullshit and get right into this quality ass blog post. The problem with Mercy. Disclaimer, if you are like our kin with main Mercy or anything like that, that is fine. This is not an attack on Mercy fans. This is more of a critical how Blizzard made a character and how they need to take a fucking writing class. Now let's get started, shall we? Let's start off with one quick what's on the surface, the overall look of Mercy. What's the problem, you may ask? Well, a white woman named Angela who dresses up in an angel cosplay she made herself and looks like a literal white savior. Yeah. First and foremost, you little shit, Torbjorn made Angela's Valkyrie suit, but let's keep going. This is a problem that make many people, me and some friends included, kinda iffy, because that's what she's made to be, a literal white savior. Hell, she's the reason why two men of color are the way they are today, Genji and Reaper, but I'll get to those in a bit. Again, I have several questions about the intelligence of this author. This is a problem because a white person swooping in like an angel from heaven saving poor and defenseless people of color is really yikes, like super yikes. Like really, it's infantilizing and patronizing us. Something tells me that this was written by a white person, but that's beside the point. Also, ninjas aren't fucking defenseless. Neither is an edgelord with dual-wield shotguns, but that's beside the point. Let's get going. But she's from Switzerland! White people aren't the only ones who live in Switzerland, or Europe for that matter. Yeah, it's because of left-wing degenerates like you and Angela Merkel, and those fuckheads in Brussels that allow that shit to happen. Enjoy Europa, Stan, you cuck. Anyway, let's get going. Would she be more compelling and interesting if she wasn't white? Yes, she would. Maybe they would have made an immigrant who moved to Switzerland who would have been much cooler and interesting. Regards sex to being a doctor and to seeing a walk? What the fuck's a walk? Portrayed as an angel doing good would have been mostly positive challenges. Listen here, you little shit. Superficial things such as skin color and sex do not, like a good character, these things do not make. It is motivation, personality, and outlook on life that make things a good character. Perhaps it is you who should take the writing class. Although that would not excuse the following issues as in her story and connection to the canon people of color. And this is from the official Overwatch wiki. Hanzo believed that he had killed his brother, but Genji was rescued by Overwatch in the intervention of Dr. Angela Ziegler. The Global Security Force saw Genji's potential asset in its ongoing operations to combat the Shimada clan. As Genji's injuries left him clinging to life, Overwatch offered to rebuild his body in exchange for his help. He was put through an extensive process of cyberization which enhanced his natural speed, agility, and automatic superlative skills, transformed to a living weapon. Genji single-mindedly set about the task of dismantling his family's criminal empire. Genji was pretty much given the choice to die or become the war machine to kill what's left of your family, by not only Mercy but Overwatch itself, which is pretty fucked up. But his brother killed him. Well, yeah, his family told Hanzo he had to do it, which is even more fucked up. If anything, that Genji should have gotten help like therapy, and not made into a war machine made to murder his family empire. Look, no one wants to sit and play a video game about, how he went to therapy to deal with his brother issues and all that bullshit going on in the family. What the fuck ever. Let's keep going. I think I'm going to need another drink after I'm done reading this bullshit blog post. Genji saw himself as inhuman, maybe even a monster. But Genji's fine now, yeah, because it's Zenyatta, not Mercy, not Overwatch, but Zenyatta who gave him the most support and therapy he needed in the first place. Oh boy. Look, that was part of Genji's character, because he felt out of place. Zenyatta was something that made him come to terms with his cybernetic body, that quelled the anger inside him. That's beside the point. Let's keep fucking going. And now to the biggest piece of evidence I have against the moment showing how fucked up Mercy in canon so far is Reaper. Reaper, a dark-skinned Latino man who was experimented on by Mercy to become a walking corpse. I can go into so many theories, but let's stick to the facts. Mercy brought Reaper back to life and fucked him up so bad he sees himself in a monster and hates how he is. Kind of like Genji and pre-Zenyatta. Call me loony, but Reaper was an edgelord to begin with. It's heavily implied that he is in pain of this or even wishes for death. Now Mercy during all of this is fucked up. The fact that she's a white woman who was made to be a willing white savior is... What the fuck? Like, I can't count that high. A million times more fucked up. Like, really, Blizzard, what the hell? Hell, there's some of the Halloween comic that's fucked up. Like, and it's where she dresses as Witch Mercy, the Witch of the Wilds, and her dread servant appear before the Doctor. She professes to be a great admirer of his work. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fucking retard who can't into Hollywood tropes. Reaper, the dark-skinned Latino man who's also, like, very mixed with some black and or indigenous blood, is a white woman's servant. Yeah, Blizzard, what the fuck? No, in the Halloween comic, the Reaper is the fucking headless horseman with a pumpkin on his head. Am I the only one here whose head is exploding from the sheer mental retardation of all of this? And now, on to the last part, all this fandom interpretation, because all of the above, the fandom has been really shitty in terms of interracial Mercy pairings. Pharmacy. Farah is made to fawn over and live only for Mercy, like in a lot of fan works, even to the point of wanting to be her servant, not to mention Mercy meet Farah when she was 12 and herself 17. Extra creepy. First and foremost, you dumb bastard, it's the other way around. Well, at least from the comics I've seen. Genji. It's emergency, not Gensi. Emergency, you fucking halfwit. Like some of the above about fawning and being a servant applies to Genji. People even ramp it up so more because she saved his life and is now indebted to her. Jesus Christ, you fucking idiot. If I died and someone put me in a cyber body to save me, of course I'd be more than a little indebted to her. Mercy kill. Oh boy. Mercy looked to have saved Reaper from the darkness of his soul, and sometimes I see Reaper as endless like a monster Mercy has to tame. Some people even throw in 76 in the mix to take it out. Reaper is holding the pure Mercy to keep her light, and 76 the likes of her. Like, really, guys, what the fuck? No. That's just fucking no. I don't know how, but something tells me it's no. Not to mention, Mercy's meant to be Diva's mother, and Diva's treated like a little infant, although she's 19 years old. Someone does not get the joke. Ugh, god damn it. Well, that's the end of the article. If you want to read in all its stupidity, like I did for you guys because I'm a fucking masochist like that, link in the description. And until next time, nerds and nerdettes, stay nerdy.
I live in a constant state of fear and misery.